So are you ready to hit the next level and trying to figure out where you're going to get that $10,000 a month to hire that coach that all the famous people talk about? Listen, there is a model out there where you don't need it. This has been life-changing for me. So, beyond the multiple buckets of passive income, that's amazing. I'll talk about that at a later date. But just one thing that's been really a dramatic change and shift for me in my business is the ability to surround myself with, don't get me wrong, people who benefit from my growth. So what I mean by that is these types of systems with organizations, some call it downline, some call it organizations or networks. These are people who have a vested interest in your professional growth, whether you want to sell more houses, whether you want to build and grow a team, whether you just want to do agent attraction. There are models out there where there are people who are doing bigger and better things than you're doing and who have an actual interest in seeing you get there. Now, not just in your organization, if the company's run right, these are people outside of your organization, just people within the company that will gladly step aside. But that is something that is so powerful, to have the ability to call on people who, for me, when I was getting to that point and I'd sold a lot of houses, I was a top producer in the area and it was time to grow a team. We're well over 20 agents at this point. We've been humming along for several years now, but when it all started, I didn't know how to get there. There was an agent in my market who had introduced me to this model, and I wasn't so sure that this agent knew exactly where I wanted to go or how to get me there, but what they did know is someone who could, and they made an introduction. As I got to know this person who was running a much larger team than I had, 50 agents or so, I got actual real-time, one-on-one coaching, unofficial, free, from this agent, from multiple agents like that. I have resources across the country of people doing massive things that I can call on at any moment to give me that advice. I just met with someone who runs one of the largest podcasts, who's within my company, who I was able to get about 10 minutes of their time just specifically talking about my goals and my aspirations and getting down to some of the very granular detail of how to get to where I wanted to be in that respect. So there's a lot more than just what are your splits to a system like this. And I think there's a lot of people that are starting to realize that. And that's why I think that's one of the many reasons why I think you're starting to see people shift away from the more traditional models where the only folks you know are the people in your market. The top producers aren't talking to the people that really need the help and giving away their secrets. There's a better way out there. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that.